Dr. Parul Chopra Button, Senior Consultant Obstetrician and Gynecologist. And with me today is Dr. Gopal Agarwal, our Senior Consultant Neonatologist and Pediatrician. So together today, we're going to be focusing in this session on post-delivery care, which is essentially the most important part of the pregnancy and care of the mother after childbirth, care of the baby after childbirth.
Ananya has a question: what precautions are to be taken after delivery, particularly for the mother?
So I think for the mother, after 9 months of pregnancy, after you deliver a baby, there are essentially 2 or 3 modes of delivery. You can have a normal vaginal delivery, you may have had an instrumental delivery, which means a vaginal delivery supported by either a forceps or a vacuum, or you may have had a cesarean delivery. Now, the body has gone through immense rigor through the 9 months of pregnancy, creating that little human being inside of you, and then pushing that little human outside into the world. Immediate post-delivery, you're going to be in the hospital for about a day or two. Usually after normal deliveries and instrumental deliveries, we're able to discharge the women after about 24 hours of childbirth. After cesarean section delivery, about 48 hours of childbirth, and you can be sent home. So while you're in the hospital, the whole team is here to take care of you. I'll focus a bit on the precautions to be taken after you go home. I think the first and foremost part that I'd like to talk about is hygiene. Very, very important for the new mother, no matter what season it is, what is the local weather in your area like. Please ensure a good hygiene. Thanks to the pandemic, everybody now understands sanitizers. Otherwise, it was only our neonatal colleagues who used to talk about sanitizers with new families. A family would get introduced to the word sanitizer and to the usage and hand washing and hand hygiene only when a new baby would arrive on the insistence of our neonatal colleagues. But now we all understand the importance of cleanliness and hygiene. So that is the most important part for a mother. Whether you've had a normal delivery or a cesarean section delivery, make sure that you wash your hands regularly, especially before feeding, before handling the baby. Make sure you take a bath every day, even twice a day if it's sweaty and summertime in your area. Full body hygiene. You may wash your hair, you may clean the stitches area, whether the stitches are down below in the normal delivery, or whether you've had a cesarean section delivery and the stitches are on the abdomen. Make sure you clean yourself well. I think the second important precaution is about nutrition. Uh, in my practice, I allow healthy, wholesome, home cooked fresh food of all kinds after delivery, be it a normal or a cesarean section delivery. So the usual advice we give is chapatis, rice, all vegetables, all seasonal fruits, dairy products, ghee, laddus, panjiris. If there's any cultural food that your mother-in-law, mother prepares for you, they are all wonderful. They are time-tested cultural recipes. And yes, you can have them all even after a cesarean section delivery. So nutrition is to be taken care of. Outside food to be avoided, fast food, processed food like burgers, pizzas to be avoided, certainly alcohol smoking, any recreational drugs to be avoided, tobacco use to be avoided. Um, Besides this, I usually recommend a good mix of proper nutrition, adequate rest, and activity. So, as a new mother, do not endeavor to keep lying down all the time, even if you've had a cesarean delivery. The more you're active, the more you move around, the better it is. Take out about 15 minutes to 30 minutes for yourself, maybe once or twice a day. Go out, take a walk, or maybe walk inside if there are cultural restrictions. But make sure you're active. At the same time, catch up on your rest and sleep whenever you can. With a new baby, there are so many challenges. You're up for a long time during the night. And therefore, whenever the baby's asleep, whenever you can, just catch your 40 winks through the day. I think that is about it.
Well, it's actually for the baby's point of view, we always like our hospital is a baby-friendly hospital, breastfeeding hospital. So we always push towards like complete breastfeeding, and we are there to help mothers who are facing difficulty. We have on panel consultant who counsels about breastfeeding, and we should not move towards formula, and we should always know the benefits and of breastfeeding to mother and the baby. And sepsis and asepsis, hygienic part has been covered by Dr. Parul, but I would still say restrict visitors. There's no need for anyone to see the baby apart from the close family members and parents for the initial few days, because the skin is immature, the umbilical cord is still there. So restrict visitors and practice good hygiene measures. And skincare is very important for the newborn. So we discuss in details how to moisten the skin, when to bathe the baby, avoiding cold stress or hypothermia, and baby should not be cold and baby should be kept warm. And there are a few things which we need to see in the first 1 week. More of we are more aware of jaundice nowadays, and we have a fixed protocol and process to detect early jaundice and treat it when it's necessary. There are a few precautions and screening measures which we do at our hospital. Predominantly, we look at the eyes, the ears, the heart, and some metabolic and blood tests which we do, which are the standard practices in developed countries. We are trying to bring it to our own.